Federal appeals court is hearing arguments on whether to reinstate a gag order against former President Donald Trump. And it comes in the federal case charging him with plotting to overturn the 2020 presidential election. The former president's lawyers want the gag order revoked, while prosecutors argue to put it back in place. So joining us now for more on this is CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson. So there was a gag order in place. It got lifted. Now they want to put it back in place. The president's legal team, as per usual, says we'll take it all the way to the Supreme Court if we have to. We heard from lawyers for the former president this morning. What are they arguing?
So what they're arguing is that the gag order chills the former president's speech, in part because he's not just the former president, he's a current candidate for the presidency again. And what they're saying is that political candidates enjoy broad First Amendment protection and that the order here is too broad, too vague. He won't know what he can and can't say. And that's kind of the quintessential thing we're worried about when it comes to the First Amendment, is a government order restraining you from engaging in speech, and particularly political speech.
So why are prosecutors saying a gag order is necessary?
The prosecutors here are saying the gag order is necessary because they're saying we need to protect the court staff, we need to protect the prosecutors, and we need to protect potential witnesses. I think it's important for people watching to remember that the First Amendment is not absolute. We have a lot of different exceptions and carve-outs. My students hopefully would tell you that because we spend an entire semester on all of those exceptions. We'd have one day of First Amendment class if it were absolute. And one of those is that we understand that gag orders can be necessary at times. And if you look at Trump's comments, and if you look at things he said about the court staff, the prosecution, likely potential witnesses, in my view, this falls very squarely within the case law that says, yes, we can, in limited circumstances, allow for gag orders because we have to allow cases, and particularly a criminal case like this, to proceed without the prosecution fearing for their jobs or safety. The same goes for the witnesses, and the same goes for the court staff.
So what sort of questions has the judge been asking?
So it's a 3-judge panel of appellate court judges, and they've been asking a lot of probing questions of Trump's attorneys, essentially saying, so are you saying that there is no situation in which you could put a gag order on the former president, trying to push that attorney into admitting what looks like his position, which is it would be extremely rare and there would be very limited circumstances where you could impose any gag order at all. And when we're talking about at least a current candidate for the presidency, they're also asking some questions about the scope of the order, whether or not Trump would know, is he about to violate it? Those scope questions indicate that, in my mind, they're ready to uphold at least most of, if not all of, the gag order. What they're really looking at here is, are there any issues on the edges where maybe the wording needs to be changed? Maybe it's a little vague. Maybe it's a little overbroad. That seems to be what they're much more kind of seriously probing at here.
So when might we have a decision?
It is entirely up to the judges in this case. I would be shocked if they hand out a decision after oral arguments. That's extremely rare, even in these rare circumstances. So I think because it's a gag order, because this case is marching forward, we will see a decision within a matter of weeks. Obviously, it wouldn't make any sense if they wait until after the trial proceeds in order to issue an order.
All right, Jessica, thank you.
Thank you.